Welcome to Clarity. Did I did I do it right? Did I introduce myself correctly? Aw. I think I did. I think I did a good job on that one. You know, I did a good job of confusing everybody, that's for sure. Because they're like, man, this is really different than the videos. Like usually it's some weird guy like trying to act like he knows about perception management. Like I saw a video of his. He's like, perception management is when you perceive something in a certain way, and then you like make other people perceive you the different way. And if you perceive yourself a certain way, then it is self-perception. But if you do all of these things, you must do them in high levels of integrity. Yeah, I'm the same guy. Hi, it's me. Different forum, but same me. But I know a lot of you are confused because you know when you hear somebody. I mean, usually when you go to those scammers on YouTube or like anywhere really, like they're just like, you can do anything if you put your mind to it, yeah. And then like the next day or the next week, like you find out that like this guy's been saying like fuck midgets, you know, or like and everybody's like, I can't believe this person was on one day he was telling me to be like have high levels of integrity, and then behind closed doors he's like fuck midgets. Okay, this is weird to me. I am shocked, and I am, well, you know what? Here, you know, I'm gonna say fuck a lot on my podcast. That's why it's 18 and up, and that's just how it's gonna be, because nowhere in the rule books does it say that you have, you know, being honest and having high levels of integrity means that you can't like live normally. You know what I mean? And being a person with high levels of integrity and honesty doesn't mean that you're nice, or doesn't mean that you're an angel on earth. Okay, so if you watched my videos and you're thinking to yourself like, man, you know, I'm a fucking asshole, and I'm really not gonna be able to do any of this positivity shit that you're talking about. Yeah, well, don't worry about that, because that's not gonna happen. Well, my videos are basically demonstrations of knowledge. Okay, it's knowledge sharing. You get to learn basic concepts of psychology. Like, I could really teach you psychology in my podcast right now. I could say the same thing that I did before, but it's gonna be different. Okay, because now I got a microphone in my face. All right, and I basically can do and say whatever I want, because this is my shit. You know what I mean? So there's a time and a place for everything, right? So you might be one of those people that's gonna watch my videos, and then there's gonna be other people that want to listen to me say "fuck you" a lot and say Charlie is an asshole. Okay, and I know you're wondering who Charlie is. I don't even know who Charlie is. So we're gonna find out shortly who the fuck Charlie is, but that's that. Okay. I'm really confused right now because my perception of you was that you were some kind of a security professional guy, and like you were gonna like share knowledge and teach me how to like namaste and like meditate and stuff. But you're like making me feel really uncomfortable here, impersonating people and really not fitting the profile of the person you were demonstrating prior to this engagement. Okay? And to you I say, chill the fuck out. Okay. I can do whatever I want, right? Because this is my thing. And it's gonna sound pretty like douchebaggy if I'm sitting here saying that this is mine, I can do whatever I want, and I don't care about you. Because in reality, I don't. All right, I don't, because if I'm sitting here making a product, that means I'm making the product. It means that I know what I'm doing. Okay, my confidence in my words, in my actions, in my ultimate goal, in my product, in whatever I'm doing is whatever I want. Okay, and that's how everybody else should be, because I'm tired of seeing, how do I explain this without sounding like really over the top, but when you go on the internet and you search how to build confidence, it's gonna be some fucking douche like sitting there. He set the mood perfectly, set like he's probably like outside or like in some well lit area, putting some high like tempo music, trying to get you pumped up, and he's gonna like sit there and like smile at you and say, you know, guys, today is a blessed day for achieving greatness, okay? So what I need you to do right now is take in a deep breath and focus on your future, okay? Because if you sit there and you breathe in the positivity, if you breathe in the positivity and then exhale all the negativity, if you breathe it in again, you will achieve greatness. You know, like yeah, like if I ever met that guy, I'm gonna uppercut him. You know why? Because I just feel like he deserves to get uppercut. Me, on the other hand, I'm really just speaking psychologically. Okay, I've worked security for the past 10 years, 10 plus years, and I didn't get where I was being nice. I didn't get where I was being like a fucking pansy, as I like to call it. All right, there's a time and a place for everything. Okay, if I'm at a little kid's birthday party, I'm gonna be nice. All right, if I'm like engaged in altercation with some fucking dumbass, you know, I'm gonna be a person appropriate for the situation. All right. The reason I'm going over the top kind of in my first podcast is so I could let people know in the beginning, okay? This is it. This is the beginning of like a thing I'm going to be doing, where I'm going to be doing podcasts. I'm going to be speaking freely, okay? Because I'm not going to be limited by some kind of bullshit structure that I didn't put in place for myself, okay? If I put this on my website, okay, if I put this on like any other medium, and I expect some kind of like publicity, like I don't have a public relations department, okay? I don't have somebody sitting next to me like censoring me all day, telling me, oh, sir, a lot of people aren't gonna like that, you can't talk about that because approximately 42% of the population will disagree with you, so what you need to do is you need to like talk a certain way and do things a certain way so that everybody you like agrees with you and everybody likes you, dude. Okay, no, that's not how it's gonna be. Okay, obviously my videos are for everybody. Okay, I'm gonna be like I said, it's gonna be like basic psychological techniques and fundamentals and things that like everybody should know. Okay, my podcast though, 18 and up, as you probably have noticed from the title. 18 plus equals 18 and up. Okay, we're all adults here. Okay, if somebody's sitting there at home right now offended by what I'm saying, but they like my videos and they had a certain like perception of me, then you need to rewatch the videos again, because you obviously don't know what the fuck you're talking about or what you're doing, okay? Because if you got this far, you know that life is a thing, okay? It's dynamic. Now that I got that out of the way, I feel like I should talk about something actually like useful, right? What could be useful that I could talk about right now? Like, let me just, should I wing it? Let me take a vote right now with nobody in the room with me. Let's see. Should I wing it or should I look up something cool? I'll take that as a wing it. But it's not going to be really too hard, right, to wing it, because, I mean, we're all the same in the end. That's why psychology works. It's because when you look at one person, you know what's going on, because you know yourself, or you know another person, you interacted with a lot of people, you know what you're doing. And maybe by the time you got to the podcast, maybe this is the first interaction you have with me, and welcome. This is a crash course in what the hell is going on. This is crazy. But if you've watched my videos already, you know the fundamentals, and you know about perception management, you know about high levels of integrity, and you know about self-perception, and basically how to be aware of your surroundings and your actions and your thought process and how they correlate with emotions. All right. Maybe you've practiced already how to use it on others. Hopefully you've shared already my videos with a partner, because I told you to do that. Because if you're going to try to do this by yourself, it's going to be weird, because you're not getting another like perception. All right. Before we get any further, I need you to like press subscribe or like or share, because I need you to let everybody know that this exists. Because if it doesn't exist, then it doesn't exist, right? Technically, right now at this point, I'm talking to myself. Okay? I'm literally right now talking to myself. But you can help change that by making other people listen. All right? And we need interactions, and I need people to be involved. All right? Which brings me to my next point, which is kind of going to tie everything together. I have a location, okay? My location right now is my office, which is my home studio. Like, at my house, I have a studio, which is my office, which is where I work, technically, all right? Everybody, through invitation, is welcome here, okay? And what I mean by that is anybody in the world that sends me a message and says, "Hi, I want to come visit you," you are welcome here, okay? You could just come and chill, learn from me, talk to me, like be normal, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to be weird, all right? But also, what I'm also trying to do is I'm trying to expand, because talking, with myself is pretty cool. I get to like be free and explain myself and talk and communicate and teach and preach and bleach, okay? But the point of Clarity Worldwide is to share knowledge. So if you feel like you have some kind of knowledge that's motivational, okay, I want you to come here and like record something, you know what I mean? I want to do an interview with you. If you don't feel comfortable with coming here and doing an interview, you can have me go to you and do an interview. But obviously that's going to cost some money, for the simple fact that unless I could walk there, I'm going to have to fly there. And if I'm going to have to fly there, I'm going to have to stay there. Do you get it? All right. But the it's so cool having a mic in front of you, right? You can talk and do whatever you want. All right. Today, I don't know. Like I spent the whole day like looking at some crowdfunding, right? Because this is pretty cool. Because even though I have like a studio, like I feel like it's kind of weird. I want to make it official, like, so I feel like crowdfunding would be pretty cool. And I noticed a lot of people are like funding a lot of cool stuff. I mean, the world is like awesome, you know. Like even though I have clarity worldwide, like there's a lot of people out there that are as intelligent as us and are really like looking towards the future, and they're just doing pretty cool stuff. And there's a lot of people. But how cool would it be to start kind of a media, like a media studio where it's just all motivational people, you know? And if people are like, if I have like, you know, there's a lot of news channels with all they have different panelists and different anchors and stuff. I want to do that too, but I want to do something that's like pretty cool and motivational. Like, is that weird? Like, I don't think that exists, to be honest. Like, I feel like it'll be like a revolutionary thing. It'd be pretty cool because, I mean, I could talk all day. Trust me. Like, if anybody, like, I mean, some of you know me already. Like, I could talk and talk and talk. And that's just because I have a lot to say, you know. But I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people out there that also have a lot to talk. Let's see. We got some cool stuff around here. There's some restaurants that want to get funded. Some guys making some ciders. That one's not in English, but still making money. This is pretty cool. Oh, that one looks like the Magic School Bus. That's pretty cool. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff. But to be honest, like I've been thinking about a lot lately because, you know, I started my channel on YouTube, and it was kind of like nerve-wracking for me because, you know, I'm kind of shy, you know. It's like, nah, when I'm in a situation, you know, it's either I'm shy or not, right? I mean, a lot of people have that, but it's kind of like, this is like my dream, you know. Like, this is my goal in life, is to make clarity worldwide and make it successful, you know. Because if it's successful, then that means a lot of people in the world are successful, right? Because they're both correlated. But like it's really like nerve-wracking, you know. Like, it's like, oh, what is going on? Like are people gonna like it? Are they gonna listen to it? Are they gonna share it? Like, because as long as nobody knows about it, like in reality, like if nobody knows about it or nobody hears about it, then it doesn't exist. It's like just information. Like, it's, you know, it's like weird. It exists, but it doesn't exist because it's like the tree that fell in the forest and nobody was there to like hear, which is weird, you know. But I was looking at a lot of other people, and they were saying that when they first started out, there was nobody, you know, like there was really nobody that was following them. And it's kind of like you start beginning to relate, you know. You start noticing that what they're talking about is things that are happening to you as well. And the weird part about all of that is that they've experienced something that I haven't, so they have all the knowledge about that certain thing, you know. So it kind of brings me inspiration, for the simple fact that I could kind of foreshadow, you know, I could see the future, I could anticipate what's going to happen because of what they're helping me, right? And at the same time, what I'm doing now is going to be helping other people too. So people that are like listening to me or watching me, meeting me and talking to me and interacting and stuff are like heading somewhere, right? So in all honesty, I hope every single one of you becomes way better than me and learns way more than me and becomes way more successful than me, and not monetary, okay? Like, I mean, whatever, if it's monetary, but like I said before in my videos, okay, or my intro video, actually, like, life is like about joy, you know. It's about kind of a satisfaction, fulfillment, right? And if, like, I hope that you're fulfilled, you know. I hope I'm fulfilled, and I hope you're fulfilled, because it's weird to say, but I won't feel fulfilled unless a lot of people are fulfilled themselves, right? Because that's just, I guess I picked like some kind of ultimate goal, right? Like, my fulfillment will be the fulfillment of others. Oh, that's so noble. That's so noble of you. You're such a good guy. You're such a good guy. I mean, thank you. I mean, maybe, but like I said, I'm a fucking asshole on some occasions, you know. Like, all those people I've locked up in my life, or all those people that, are were injured because of stuff that I've done or interacted, but, you know, like, they don't feel the same way. But the people that are happy, the people that are like encouraged, I mean, that's a great feeling that I look forward to at all times, right? And that's why I mentioned in my last video with the perception management one, I'm glad a lot of people are going to be listening and learning, but you got to remember, there's a certain point, okay? We established apprenticeship, mentorship, and then leadership, okay? When you're at that point of leadership, you have to accept the role of the leader, okay? You are now somebody in the position where you're advancing other people, whatever your agenda is. And maybe it doesn't include people. Maybe you don't want to be a leader, okay? But in all honesty, every single word that you say from that point on, if you've been following high levels of integrity and honesty, and utilize all the information that you've received from the fundamentals, at least, I mean, everything else is like more advanced, so I mean, there's leeway in that. But if you're following the fundamentals every day of your life, every single conversation that you've had or will have from that point on is a development tool for somebody else. All right? One thing that I've learned, and to a lot of you, I'm a leader or a mentor, okay? But also, you got to understand something. You're the same as me, like, from day one, okay? Just because I have more information or more knowledge than you about a certain thing doesn't mean anything. It literally means nothing. Like, don't look up to me as some kind of a magical figure, okay? Because when I see you on the streets, you're going to call me by my name, all right? You're not going to call me sir, or none of that, okay? I mean, if somebody does call you sir, it's out of respect, right? But it's like, you are equivalent, okay? You should see yourself as somebody that's the same as everybody in the world, all right? When somebody meets an athlete, and maybe this is the reason I feel this way, or maybe I learned it, it's because I've experienced this before, but I've worked in a lot of high-end establishments, and I've worked with a lot of security, like, people that have met celebrities, and I've worked security for celebrities and musicians and artists and millionaires and billionaires and gazillionaires, you know what I mean? And through all those interactions, you start realizing that people are people, right? And they're not you put them on a pedestal, I mean, because you give them a certain respect, right? Like, when I meet a celebrity of some kind, okay, it's cool. You know, you're starstruck for a second. You're like, what, you know, but that person, through their personality or whatever it is, it makes you feel more comfortable, right? They make you feel like, hey, what's up? You say hello, and you're like, oh, dude, you know, you get out of the way. You know, you get out of the way. You say, yo, you're awesome. You're godlike to me. And, you know, you get over it. You know, after a while, you start noticing that they're, you know, you talk to them regular, you know. And that's the same way that I feel about myself, okay? And that's how you feel about yourself, okay? A lot of people in the world right now they think that they're nobody, right? Like, I'm nobody. You know, that's because you are nobody. You're literally like, you're the same as everybody else. And I'm gonna keep telling you that, like, no, a lot of people are unique, you know, I guess, but everybody's the same, okay? It's not different. The human brain works the same for everybody, okay? You need to understand that this is escalation, okay? You're going to be at a certain point in one day, and then the next day you're going to be at a different point, and then one day you're going to come backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards. And if you think that having high levels of integrity it means that you got to be nice every day, all day, and you got to change your whole life, I mean, if you want that, if that's what you think that you got to do, then fine, you know, but don't have this misconception in your head that like you got to be something that you're not, because you're the same as everybody, okay? And there's going to be a lot of people that are taking these lessons, and you're going to meet them too, because you're not just going to be looking for me, you're going to be looking for people. You're going to meet people that have also interacted with this, okay? And they're going to be different than you, but you got to understand that, and you got to understand that it's going to be like that. And the reason it's like that, and you'll see it in my next video, or not my next video, but in one of my videos following this, it's going to be social checks and balances. And you know, in the government, you know, you hear about checks and balances, you know, with all the like, you know what checks and balances are, okay? Every branch of the government overlooks and takes and balances the other one, okay? Everybody's in check. And it's the same thing with society, all right? Like, if I'm very logical, you need somebody that's very emotional to counterbalance that. Because if the whole world had, like, it was just like pure one kind of people, it'll be so fucked. Like, you don't understand. Like, it'll be so fucked up. It's like, it sounds like a utopia, but it's not, right? Because we need balance in the world. But that's the best part, because everybody counteracts somebody else, you know? So that's where peace comes from. And the peace comes from trust and understanding. Because if you're standing next to somebody else and you trust them, and it's because you understand them, you have understanding, and you just gotta let it go, you know? Like, that's basically it. I don't know. I'm really enjoying this podcasting. I mean, this is my first one. I'm running through it. No editing in my podcast either, because I feel like might as well just keep going with that. It's pretty cool. But I really need people to interact. I've had some people interact already, and that's pretty awesome. You know, all it takes is one person to give me an idea. So when that one person interacts, that's cool. But I don't want it to be that people are sitting like at home or at work, you know, because I know a lot of the people that have been interacting with me are people that like listen to me while going to work or while at work, you know. And I understand that, you know, that's what I do with my favorite people, okay? You know, I don't listen to them when I'm like like active, you know, like it's like in your free time, you sit down or you do whatever you're doing, and you listen. But take that extra step now and interact, okay? And don't interact with me you could interact with me privately. That's cool, obviously. Like, let me know what's going on. But start communicating on the medium that you're listening to it on. So if you're on YouTube, put a comment right there. You know what's going to happen? More people are going to see that there's a comment. Like it's hard to be the first person to do something, okay? But once you do it, a lot of people are going to start doing it, okay? That's just how it works, okay? In anything, even a riot, all it takes is one person to like pop it off, all right? So I need everybody to like this and share this and comment on this and do this and do that, all right? And I hope everybody's having an amazing time in life right now. And I know a lot of you are not, because I observe, your comments and your lives and everything. I see that you guys are like some people that I know have a lot of anxiety issues, right? And a lot of people are very depressed right now. So if you don't feel like you could talk to me about it in privacy or in public or whatever it is, I must be doing something wrong, but I'm not gonna seek you, all right? That's for sure. That's 100% factual. I'm not gonna seek you. You're gonna have to seek me, for the simple fact that that's like the first step of like you doing shit, all right? So you need to fucking take the initiative, get some fucking balls, and speak up for yourself, all right? And it's confidential. Like, obviously I might have to have you fucking sign some shit or do some shit, you know what I mean? Just fucking chill the fuck out, message me and figure it out, all right? See you later.